Yeah.
Do you think if someone is born right at the border, do you think they would rather be Gen Z or a millennial?
Oh,
As a millennial,
I think
it's us, but
yeah, we could be fucking biased.
very, very biased.
Very fucking biased.
Or would they rather be called Gen Z because they're cooler, they're more hip with it,
but you guys,
but they're more poor? But they're more poor.
That was the biggest copy. I was like, but you're homeless. Welcome to the Worst Asian Podcast. We're two Asian American millennials talk all things Asian. I am your host, Lingjie, and I have my partner, Squirtle, right next to me.
Squirtle.
Oh shit, that's actually a very good Squirtle.
Squirtle. Squirt.
It's a pleasure having you. I forgot you only speak one word.
Squirt.
But we're gonna make it work today. You guys are probably fucking confused as hell right now.
Squirt.
Yes, Squirtle. So what happened is that Ben died, but Pokemon exists in our world.
And you turned into Lingjie?
I am Chinese now. I'm Chinese. I'm still fat. I'm adjusting my body to this new body weight. I feel a lot richer. That's a good thing. So I'm gonna use my money to lose all that weight.
Just in case you guys are slightly confused.
Yes, there we go.
And yes, to the people that are watching video format, I'm going to continue to hold this plushie up to my face for the entire episode. So if you're not watching on YouTube or Spotify video, what are you doing? You can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to describe what I'm wearing nor what I'm holding.
Yes. You want to just lift it a little higher, like maybe 2 inches, and then go. Oh, actually, that's perfect. That's even better.
Is it better?
It's so much better. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it in the TV screen.
Okay, fine. Perfect. All right, guys. So we talked about this briefly on our last bonus episode that came out. By the time this episode comes out, that bonus episode should have just been out. So we go into depth about why we're doing this. Right now, we typically talk about everything Asian. We very often stretch how Asian we can make any particular topic.
Yeah, stretch into like that fucking hand-pulled noodle shit.
But just for now, just as an experimental thing, once every month, probably the final episode of every single month, we're gonna try to do a non-Asian episode. So for once, we're not giving up.
We're not.
We just want to see if we can test this, and we talked about this in depth on the last subscription bonus episode. So this is gonna be a non-Asian thing. Ben and I are still very, very much Asian.
We are very Asian still.
We're still very Asian. Squirtle, squirt.
Yes. We have a new guest. Our moderator, Squirtle, in the house.
And for these miscellaneous end of month non-Asian topics, Ben is going to do the majority of the moderating.
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
And something that I just thought about today is I'm going to try to wear a button-down shirt, a different one for every single one of these.
Yo, so I was going to say, this is a tall task. We're doing a lot of different things.
We're doing a lot of different things.
Yeah, all at once.
Yes.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
And we're also recording 3 episodes today.
We are also doing
There's so much going on.
We're doing a triple hitter.
So, Ben.
Yes.
How have you been recently?
There's a lot to unpack here today, but I feel pretty good. I'm a little tired, but we kind of designed it now, so I have no excuse to be tired. I'm going to crash right after, as soon as I get to my job.
We have C4, we have Red Bull, we have cold brew.
We have cocaine.
We have all the drugs it takes, all the stimulants.
Yes, there's Ritalin readily available. I think there's a nurse there, right?
Don't you have some Ritalin at home?
No.
Supposedly.
I probably do. Actually, speaking of Ritalin, I was seeing this nurse chick, and she felt so bad for me that I was so tired. She's like, "You want some Ritalin?" I was like, "Oh, Squirtle's not in the building anymore." But what's it? She was trying to offer me. I was like, "Isn't this what's the side effect?" She's like, "You might freak out." I was like, "Okay." So I turned into Bane or something.
So you get extra energy, but you just lose your brain a little bit.
I actually, I got so scared I threw it out as soon as I left her place.
Why?
Because
you could probably resell it.
I was thinking that, but I was just so scared because I was like, "Oh, she put it in a little Ziploc bag, like it was like my little lunch." Yeah, she was very thoughtful.
Is that another reason to date someone in the medical profession?
Yeah. Speaking of, how's your wife?
She doesn't get me Ritalin for work. Like you're supposedly, actually, I was gonna say girlfriend. That's not even a girlfriend.
It's a friend. That's girl.
It's a friend. That's a female.
A female friend. But
right, Ben,
I'm doing well.
Let's get into the actual episode.
Right,
sorry.
Fuck that question.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing very, very well.
They want to know.
I should be in. No, I'm back from Hawaii already, guys.
Oh shit! Welcome back. You look great. Look at that tan.
Tan. I turned into a turtle.
You brought a turtle.
I brought a turtle, and I'm doing this whole Hawaiian button down kind of thing.
You actually do give off Hawaiian vibes right now.
I realized when I bought this shirt.
Yeah.
By the way, this shirt's from Walmart and it's like $10. So
that's a nice shirt, dude.
it's a nice shirt for $10.
Yes, it is.
I'm also getting to the point in my life where I'm doing a lot of my clothes shopping at Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Walmart. And I don't know what that says about me.
It means that you're being frugal, but you still have a fashion sense and you want to keep it alive.
Can you be fashionable when you shop at Walmart?
Yeah, definitely, bro. There's a lot of people that do, Target shopping or Costco shopping for the clothing.
Actually, Target has a bit more like
variety
and fashionable things. Like they try to put stylish stuff out.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Walmart is even trying to do that because there are the place just for a straight up value.
It's just like suspenders and fucking overalls. Do people? No, people still wear overalls.
People still wear overalls.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to the farmers and the hipsters out there.
But I'm doing pretty good. How's your job search going?
It's doing very well. I'm on my 3rd interview. Saying it out loud.
This episode is coming out the end of August. So prediction, Ben. By the time this comes out, do you think you're going to be employed with this new person/restaurant already?
Even better. I'm already fired. I'm looking for a new job, guys. If you're actively hiring, I will send you my resume, my LinkedIn, and my Indeed, and the links down below.
You have no faith in yourself.
Fuck promoting the podcast. I need a job.
Because this podcast is non-profitable.
We keep losing money, guys, every year.
It's not profitable, especially since we cut off the subscription stuff.
Is there any way we could change our thing into like a charity organization so we don't get taxed? Is there any way? Can we say we're a church? Can we do something?
Remember how it cost us so much to do our taxes for this podcast business?
Oh, fucking shit. Yeah.
So much of the money that we made last year went into the accountant fees.
I love how when we got the tax return, it's not a tax return. It's an actual bill. It's a fucking bill that we owe money. It's like, oh, good job, guys.
But the great thing is we get to offset those losses on our personal income taxes.
I was going to say that was a lot. By the way, this is
deduction.
This is not financial advice. This is hypothetical. We're talking about the other Asian podcast guys.
No, we actually did lose money. That's not a hypothetical, Ben.
Yes, but we
did lose a lot of money last year.
Yes, tax write-offs are great. And well, I don't know how it works still. I just give it to the accountant, my CPA.
Yes.
And they said, yes, you're going to jail. So,
final question before we get into the topic. You did your taxes on time this year, unlike last year?
I did it very last minute on the dot. Okay. Yeah.
Final day?
Final destination.
You actually waited till the final day?
Pretty much, yeah. I remember, I think that's what my CPA pretty much said. It's like, you really had to wait on the last final day, huh?
Oh, God. All right, let's get into the actual episode. Remember, you're moderating.
Oh, right.
Stop talking to the camera. I don't know why you're talking to the camera more.
I don't know.
Especially when I'm wearing such an amazing shirt. You should be staring in this direction more.
I keep wanting to see if I can see your nipples, but I can't.
So when I tried this shirt on, and this is a final thing.
You try to do the nipples?
I did. I tried on the shirt in the store, and it was a little bit tight.
Hey, yo.
And I don't know if I'm skinnier now or I'm just more naked or if I'm just more naked.
Oh, okay.
Because when I was trying on that shirt, I had a t-shirt underneath it. Right now, I'm not wearing a t-shirt.
Okay.
So it actually feels much better than when I tried it on in the store.
With the t-shirt on?
With the t-shirt on, it felt tighter, obviously. Without the t-shirt now, it feels like...
But better.
So much better.
Yeah, I was going to say, it
significantly better.
It looks like that's perfect where you can wear it when you're outside. When it's fucking hot.
Yes.
You could definitely wear that because it's not...
The hotter it gets, the more buttons come off.
And then more transparent it becomes.
Because of the sweat.
Yes.
Because of the sweat.
Then your nipples are actually showing.
Okay, Ben. Moderate. Right. Good luck to you today. God bless your soul.
Oh, God. All right, guys. So today we're going to be starting off this new frontier for us is by going over our non-Asian topic. We're going to attack the Gen Zers.
The Gen Zers.
Yes, we love you guys because we know how much you guys love listening to us.
We're attacking them or attacking the subject about them?
Yeah, so we're kind of doing both, but we just want to learn more about you guys. You know, we find you so fascinating and we just want to be cool and hip. So what better way than going over some of your favorite slangs? And I want Lingjie to give me his definition of them.
Yes, the most hip person in the world, myself.
Yeah, man.
Is going to try to guess what these Gen Z slangs are. But I did a slight bit of research. I just want to lay some foundation because I know it's a bit confusing for those that don't really follow. I'm going to give you the years and this is what you are classified as, like which generation, okay? So if you're the greatest generation, you're born between 1901 and 1924. If we have anyone in that age range listening to this episode,
please come on.
Please.
Well, actually, we would love to have you as a guest.
Yes, If you are, what does that make you? That makes you
140?
At the youngest.
140.
That makes you 100 years old.
Holy shit.
At the youngest, you have to be 100 years old.
Exactly 100.
Yeah, because the final year to be of the greatest generation is 1924. So it is 2024 right now. Okay, so if you are in that generation listening to this episode, please, God, we will get you on this episode.
Yeah, we'll fly you out. Maybe.
The next generation is the silent generation. If you're born between 1928 and 1945,
they're called the what generation?
The silent generation.
That is kind of sad. It sounds very, very sad.
The generation after that is called baby boomers.
Yep.
As you know, or as everyone says, the richest people in the world.
Yeah. You guys control the world.
They're born between 1946 and 1964. There are maybe some people towards the tail end of that listen to this episode.
Yep.
Okay. The next two generations are probably the majority of the people that listen to this podcast. You're a Generation X if you're born between 1965 and 1980.
Ooh.
And then finally, you and I, Ben,
Pow!
The greatest generation of them all.
Pow!
Millennials are born between 1981 and 1996.
Oh.
1996 seems
like it's kind of pushing it out there,
Yeah, it is, right?
Because we feel like anytime I meet someone that's born in the 90s, I kind of think like we have nothing in common.
Because that would mean that if you're 28, 29 right now, you're a millennial.
Yeah, that means
that feels kind of young to you and me who are 37
that's
right
like
now.
a decade difference still.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference.
It feels like there's a big difference.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, not to talk shit about you. We'll save the shit talking.
We're not talking shit, guys.
Not to you this episode.
Yes.
All right. Finally, the people that we're going to be constructively criticizing today.
Yeah, Trevor.
Generation Z, Gen Z, is born between 1997 and 2012. 2012. That means that person is 12 years old right now.
Oh my God.
Do you feel okay talking shit about a 12-year-old person?
Yeah, fuck you.
And then there's one after that. Apparently, Generation Alpha is born between 2013 and the present year.
Yo, they definitely gave Alpha because they're like, we feel bad for you guys, so we'll give you a badass title, but you have the worst job description.
So is the next one Generation Sigma?
Yeah.
Even more badass?
Yeah, and them, they have to like fight the world and like try to like make sure mankind doesn't die.
That's because they're basically all born homeless at that point because they get more financially poor every generation.
It's like there's Terminators, but there's also crackheads. So it's like, holy shit, how do we fight both of this shit? That's like the new fucking
Fighting
movie.
Poverty and Terminator.
Yo, that should be the real Terminator movie. It's like a bunch of like really powerful homeless crackheads, and then the fucking Skynet Terminators just fucking destroying everyone.
But doesn't it feel like, and I think it's partially true, or at least anecdotally it feels true, that every subsequent generation does feel like they're poorer and poorer. Or at the very least, like it's harder to obtain the same thing as the previous generation.
Yeah, because things are getting more expensive and we're not making more money.
We're not.
Yeah. So.
Inflation goes up. Our pay stays stagnant.
Yeah.
The prices of things go up.
Yeah.
It's like technically you and I, as bad as we want to say like it's hard or it's not as easy as baby boomers.
Yes.
When you compare it to like Gen Z people who have to try to buy homes in the future, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only that, like a lot of them did fall for the college scam, which is college, right?
So, as a person that didn't finish college, you're saying it's a scam.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being hateful, but I'm just saying like there's people out there that I know that owe a lot of money, like 6 figures in debt just for school. What's it? There's a friend of mine. I know he's not gonna listen, but he has a degree in music. Let's just say that, and he did the whole 4 years for a state university, and he has a shitload of debt, and I think he's still paying it off. I'm pretty sure. So
not to shit on like those particular liberal arts and arts degrees. Yeah. I just think some of it you can probably do without having to invest all the money into a school, right? I think that's the part that is a bit difficult. You can obviously chase your dream of being a musician, artist, any one of those things, but maybe the path is not via a college.
Right. So it's like the same thing with my industry is there are people that go into management, but
you're in the restaurant industry.
Right. And a lot of people don't need a degree to, be successful in it.
Yeah.
So
it's just the passing of the food.
Yeah, it's just passing food. And
I'm sorry to anyone in the restaurant industry.
And just making it sound fancy. That's really all it is.
And then clink, clink, clink in the back, right?
What'd you say? The clink, clink, clink?
Clink, clink, that's the sound of pots.
Oh yeah, the clink, clink, the clink, 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 all that. And yeah, everything's just going more up. But our pay raise isn't. So
it's not.
I mean, for you, you just have to what? You just have to mine more gold.
Me?
Yeah, mine more gold.
I wish. I wish when Bitcoin was stupidly low and it seemed like it was the craziest thing. I wish I was a person that was not even risky, because in theory, if you had a few $1,000s to throw into any random shit back then,
Yeah.
you would be like so well off right now.
Yeah.
Because a few $1,000s right now feels like it's nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's like $500 now. I think so, right?
Yeah.
Cars are expensive. Everything's expensive. Pretty much you guys are fucked. That's what we're trying to say. It's a little harder.
Yeah, sorry, Gen Z. You guys have no hopes and no money, but you guys have a lot of good slang.
Yes, you guys are really creative.
Very, very creative.
Yes, you guys are really good on the computer thing.
Do you think it's weird if someone older, like up to you and me, millennials, start using Gen Z slang?
Oh, yeah.
It's like when the few times that I've said fire,
Oh, man,
I say it in a
like someone got terminated.
ironic way.
Yeah.
I know I'm saying it and it sounds weird, but I'm purposely saying it to sound weird. But
Right.
I can't imagine someone older like us saying it as a like that's their regular lexicon.
Yeah, I agree. That's fire.
Cap. All right, Ben. Sorry. Take it off. What is you're gonna quiz me? How's this gonna work?
So I have a list of things, of words, right? Slang terms that I'm just gonna read off to you. And I just want to like test, your Gen Z IQ. That's the
Okay.
best way. This is like an IQ test, guys.
How many do you have?
I have a good amount, but you can literally just say like, "Yo, fuck this, we're done."
Okay, we're done with
All
this
right.
episode. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So,
Ben, give me some good ones.
all
Give me
right.
ones that I don't know, because like cap, fire, all that basic stuff, I think I already know.
Okay. All right.
So you can
fine.
skip like the more basic things.
All right. Let's start with this one. I actually didn't really know this one, but let's try you. What is the definition of stan?
Stan,
Yeah.
boring. Someone that's boring, mundane, average, basic.
Uh huh.
Is it? Am I even relatively close? Okay. Okay. Give me a category or a clue.
But I would say that's actually pretty creative, and it actually makes a lot of sense. Stan.
Stan, STAN.
Yes. Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Is it a Stanley steamer?
Yes.
Is
exactly.
Is it Stanley Power Tools?
It means you are hot. No, I'm joking.
Is it my brother-in-law Stanley?
No.
Stan, STAN.
STAN.
Sexually transmitted. Is it an acronym?
It's kind of like a combination, I guess.
All right, give me one clue. I'll take one final guess, and then if I'm wrong, you can give me the answer.
It means let's just say, wow.
You're horrible giving clues.
No, I'm trying to use it in a sentence. I would say,
I'll use a sentence. Yeah.
wow.
Why are you umming so much?
I'm trying to dude, just give me a second. Just
You
give me
can
a
think in silence. Here's the silence. It's so silent.
Wow, that show is so great. I don't know this new boy band, but look at all these fans. They're I would say they're more like stans.
Oh, they're super fans of a thing.
Yes.
Super fans.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So it's pretty much a combination of stalker / fan.
Is it a verb or a noun?
Again, it's a combination of stalker / fan.
So you could be standing for something, or you could be a stan.
You could be a stan.
K-pop stan.
Yes.
Or a worst Asian podcast stan.
Yes. Shout out to all those
Shout out to
people.
all you standings out there.
Yes. All right. Next one. It's going to be, it's called finna.
Please spell it.
FINNA.
FINNA.
Yes.
Finna.
This one was also something, I heard it all the time. I just didn't know, but I had an idea, but I still don't understand this one.
I have never heard finna before.
Finna.
Are you asking me if I'm going to finish something?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Let me think. In silence without any ums. FINN. Finna. Has it something to do with clothes?
No.
It has nothing to do with clothes. Okay, can you use it in a sentence? This is like the spelling bee when they ask you to use it in a sentence.
That's the exact format I'm trying to make this into.
Okay.
I'm finna. I don't know how to use this in a sentence.
That's because you don't know if it's a verb or noun or like an adjective.
I'm finna school.
I'm finna school?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The first thing I said, I'm finished with something.
Also,
kind of
all
makes
you Gen
sense.
Zers that are actually listening, they're like, wrong, incorrect dialect. That's improper usage.
Feel free to come at us. Finna. I'm
Yeah.
finna school.
Yeah.
Tired of?
No? Oh, that's a good guess.
I'm finna school. What else can it mean when you say I'm finna school? Is that music trademarked? The Jeopardy music?
Now it is since we said it.
Finna school. It's not tired of. It's not I completed something. I'm not going somewhere. I'm not going to school.
You had it. It's the opposite of that.
I'm going to school. I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, you're going to.
I'm finna the gym.
Yeah,
I finna the gym.
Yeah. That's even better. That's the best way of saying it. The part. That's how you're supposed to say. Boom.
What's the thing when
it's broken down? It doesn't even explain that.
What's the word that tells you the root origin of a word?
Right. So this is
how does that make any sense?
So this is Latin for not joking. Yep.
I'm curious where finna relates to anything.
Yep. Well, you know what? Well,
because some words, maybe it's just redcon, but riz means when you're good with someone or you're trying to I was gonna say Mac on someone, but what generation uses the word Mac anymore?
I think it was our generation.
Was it our generation uses Mac?
So go Mac on
Riz
it, bro.
comes from charisma.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's like an origin of something.
Right.
I don't know where the hell finna comes. I'm going to somewhere.
Yep. If you guys actually know,
yeah, please let us know.
Please let us know.
All right, but what is next on this Gen Z slang thing?
I'll give you one that I think you should know. What is the definition of a simp?
Simp, I know. You know why? Because it's very related to weeb culture, anime, manga culture.
Oh.
So when you're a simp on someone, you're like, it's almost like a stan.
Yes.
But in a more
romantic way.
Not even romantic, but yes, in a romantic way, but also in like I was going to say like a lower grade person, but more like whipped kind of thing when you're simping for someone.
Right. All right.
Is that the actual definition?
Yes, we'll take that.
Okay.
I'm going to use this voice.
Okay. All right. Next one, I guess.
Let's see. What does it mean by living rent free? Oh, stop there.
What the hell does it not mean by living rent free?
What does that mean, Lingjie?
Living rent free.
Yes. Let's say the best phrase is Trae Young is living in Knicks fans, living rent free, as we speak. Shout out, go fuck yourself, Trae Young.
All right, living rent free. Does that mean like when? Oh, wait. I think I got this.
Okay.
Let's say I've upset you, but I don't give a shit about you being upset. So I move on with my life. But then you keep thinking about whatever I've done to upset you.
Yes.
Even though I really don't give a shit. So I'm living rent free in your brain.
Yes.
Is that close?
Yeah. That's all it means. Yeah. So it's like you piss off someone so bad, right? Or you did something that's like they're always thinking about you. That's what I mean. It's like they're thinking about you.
So it's definitely something negative then.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. I would say it's used more negative.
What's the Trae Young thing then?
Trae Young is when so when we're playing the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh.
Trae Young just destroyed us.
Yes.
But before that, we were pretty much being cocky, as Knicks fans all do. And we're just shouting, fuck Trae Young. And he eliminated us.
he took that very personally.
And he did the Reggie Miller thing. Like, he addressed the crowd. Like, he really went at us. And he proved his point.
Okay.
So that's what they say, like, oh, he's living rent-free.
But it's definitely something negative, right?
I would say so.
It's not like you and I have very good sex and I'm living rent-free in your brain.
Yeah.
It has to be something negative.
Yeah.
In theory, you would keep thinking about it, but I don't want to be with you anymore, so I leave.
Yeah.
Actually, that's also kind of negative then.
What?
If we have, not you and I in particular, but if two people had really good sex and then one person just leaves and like doesn't care, but then that person keeps thinking about it.
Yes.
I guess that's also negative.
Yes.
Because they can no longer have it anymore.
Yeah, so living rent-free, being rent-free is pretty awesome. Unless you're the person that's like living there.
Yes.
So,
all right, what's next on your list?
You gotta think I'm trying to look for ones that hopefully you have no idea.
Have you gone through this list already?
Not all of it, but I also realized going by what you're telling me, I'm like, okay, maybe I have to do an audible. How about this? What about catch these hands? That should be pretty easy. How about you catch these fucking hands?
Catch these hands.
Yes.
Does that just mean you want to fight?
Yeah.
Or I'm going to punch you?
This is a very fancy word. It says to start a fight, the term is generally used in a contentious manner.
Catch these hands.
Yes.
I'm also trying to think, what did we say in lieu of, do you want to fight or I'm going to punch you in the face?
It's like, yo, you want to fucking go? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, but that makes more sense because the tone you say is more aggressive.
Yeah. You want to catch these hands?
Yeah, you can't say that aggressively.
What? You want a two-piece? You heard that when that term? When they say like, you want a two-piece combo or a three-piece combo?
No. Is that a Gen Z thing?
Yeah. It just means like, 1, 2.
Like a combo?
Yeah. Lingjie's like, bro, there's so many, I can't even keep up with this shit anymore.
Maybe the reason why Gen Z is so poor because they're spending way too much time coming up with these very elaborate slang things.
Yeah.
instead of just saying that, maybe just punch the person in the face directly. Non-verbal actions
Yes.
might be a little bit easier.
Out of everything we just said before, which ones do you think is more likely you'll ever say?
I would never say any of them.
You want to say stan or simp? I think simp, maybe.
Simp, I've been saying
right?
on and off because I get that. Like I
Right.
said, it's kind of related to anime and weeb culture. They say that often. Stan, I would never say. I'm more likely to say you're a super fan of something or a hardcore fan. That just sounds, it makes much more sense.
I would say
The finna thing, I still don't get.
I'm not like that one was kind of hard. I still didn't understand it. It just sounds like people are being lazy and it just sounds cool when people say in a conversation because I hear it and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm like, I think that just means they're gonna.
It's also more difficult to use in a sentence.
Yeah.
I'm a finna the gym.
Yeah.
I'm going to the gym.
Right. There's like a weird pause.
Right.
And you have to really emphasize the
finna part of it.
There's some terms in here that I was surprised is considered Gen Z. So also I can go over some things. I'm just gonna say the words out loud. And I think you'll be kind of surprised, like, because you'll be like, isn't that our word?
Right.
So for example, cancel culture. Do you consider that a Gen Z word or do you think it's ours?
I don't think that term is necessarily for Gen Z. I just think that term has evolved or gotten bigger over the past couple of years, maybe during the height of Gen Z being on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that it's their word or our word. I just think that it's gotten popular over the past couple of years.
Yo, have you ever heard you say the word dank?
Dank?
Not dank, yeah. Dank. Yo, that shit is dank. Yo, that whiskey was dank.
That whiskey was dank.
Yo, that whiskey was dank though.
Imagine like billionaires or very sophisticated rich people saying some of these things.
That's what I'm saying. Like there are some words I know for a fact that like, yo, even I know I'm like, I can't use this.
You
like
can.
it feels weird.
Dank feels weird.
Yeah,
when
bro.
I was saying Mac on a girl before, that felt awkward, right?
You felt creepy. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, miss. I just want to say you look very nice.
I just want to flirt with a girl, hit
Yeah.
on a person. What else is there? That's not awkward to say.
What about mid?
Court. I'm going to court this young woman right now.
What about mid? How do you feel about word mid?
Okay.
I've heard you say mid. That seems okay because it does sound like something people could say.
Mid,
Yeah.
I think is very acceptable because it fucking makes sense, right?
Right. It's
middle, it's mediocre, it makes sense when you say, oh, this steak is mid.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, some of those other words.
that one, when you hear you like, oh, that makes sense. It just
Right.
means it's average.
Even if you say that to someone that's never heard that before, probably with the context, they can get it.
We should just be
When
like,
you say, I finna to the gym, even with the context, you kind of don't get it. Like, does he hate the gym? Is he going to the gym? Is he finished at the gym? That makes more sense.
actually, yeah, why the fuck? Oh, shit. It just means, oh, no, it doesn't mean finish. But it sounds so much better.
Yeah, it makes more sense. But when you say mid,
Finna, you finna that plate of food?
is mid a Gen Z thing?
That is considered mid.
Like mid, fire, cap, all that is Gen Z, right?
I think fire is our word.
No, I think fire is more recent.
No, dude, that's fire.
I think
I
we
don't
said
know.
that's hot.
I think so too. Yeah.
So
Yo,
fire is just an evolution of hot.
yeah. What's it? What up? Salty, ghosting. That's also
Oh, salty, I know that because that makes sense. When you're like bitter about something.
yeah. There's
What was the second thing you said?
salty.
No, you said something after salty.
Oh, ghosting.
Oh, ghosting makes sense. When you just don't show up to something.
Right. There's some words.
I'm very used to that when you ghosting this podcast. I'm very used to that.
finna going to.
No, you're not finna. You're capping.
What's it? Big yikes. I never heard of that ever.
Say that again.
Big yikes.
Is that just yikes, but bigger?
Yeah, that's all it is, bro. That's all it is. I thought bougie was gonna be. I thought that was our word. Because I remember when Bad and
Dude,
Bougie come out.
We used to say bougie 10,
All the time,
15
right?
years ago.
Right? So bougie, you can't take the word bougie, guys.
Yeah, bougie, we've said it very, very often. Or at the very least, our little circle of people
Yeah.
have been saying bougie forever.
Yeah.
I don't think you can say anything. And plus, that also makes sense.
That makes some. Yeah, it's an actual definition of
Yeah,
the word.
it's an actual real word.
It's the only thing you could apply that term to. This is a word that I think that started this whole evolution is cap. And I didn't understand cap actually. When it first came out, I had to Google that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of got it because someone would say something
Yeah.
and it would be exaggerated or like sound very false. And then someone would say cap. And I was like, oh, I guess that kind of makes sense. But once again, if you didn't have any context and you didn't know the word, it really makes no sense. Is a cap, C-A-P, like my hat? Like my baseball cap?
Yeah. I mean, that's why you send the emoji. That's why when people sent the emoji, I was like, what the fuck is a hat supposed to mean?
Oh, they would send the
yeah,
the hat emoji, the
yeah,
baseball cap emoji.
It's a cap. Yeah. So that's why when I saw it, I'm like, I don't understand this one. I was like, what do you Wrong emoji.
Do you want to watch baseball?
Is this you meant to do a hand? That's not a hand, guys. That's why I was so confused when they sent the
this is a
Captain
cap
emoji.
thing. I actually have never seen that.
And that's why I was like, Captain America? That's the only time I was kept thinking I was a captain. Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear cap.
fire. Those things
Fire.
probably are the most well-known Gen Z things.
Yes. What's it? What does TFW stand for? Because this one I never do.
TFW. The fuck woman? I'm sorry.
So for female listeners out there, I'm gonna start using that. And since I'm using it wrong, they don't know what I mean by
I'm gonna
it.
say it to my wife from now on. Whenever she does something weird, TFW.
Yo, I thought it meant something like the fuck what or something. That's what I thought.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like WTF. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, or I thought it was like, so I read it as like the fuck what? What the fuck? So I was like, this is mad confusing.
Before you say the actual meaning, when you read it as the fuck what, did it change the meaning of the entire conversation as opposed to its real meaning?
Yeah, so I was like, so I'll send question mark? Do you want me to elaborate better? Is this, is this cap? Like all that shit? I didn't know. By the way, we're gonna start using these words more in our friends' conversation.
I cannot use it.
I'm gonna definitely use it more.
I might actually just use finna just to play around with it to see if anyone gets what that means.
Yo, you definitely should. You definitely should. So finna, I could tell finna is Lingjie's favorite word now.
It's my least favorite.
That's why Lingjie's going to use it, guys.
I'm astounded that's an actual thing because it makes zero sense.
So you're gonna know when it's Lingjie in our IG chat. It's because he's gonna be using the word finna. He's like, yeah, we'll finna that interview eventually. Yes, I agree.
It would also be funny if you got the meaning reversed, that it actually means finished.
Yo.
Instead of starting to go to or something like that.
Yo, that means it's like,
like you messed it up, not the actual definition. You explained it incorrectly.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what are you talking about? We finished that interview. It's like, we never had it. Oh, shit. So did
Cap?
Yeah, like, yo, are we lit? Like, is it? What's it? Another one we want to use. Sheesh is
wait. You didn't give me the definition of the fuck woman.
Oh, it means. Shit. I actually forgot because I keep thinking, oh fuck, I have to look this up, guys.
I guess it's not very memorable if you forgot the meaning of the acronym.
I forgot actually, because I keep thinking about the fuck what now. It just means that feeling when. That's actually very nicely said.
That feeling when.
Yeah, that feeling when she looks at me.
So it'd be TFW. Eat a nice pizza.
Yeah. Or you could just do TFW pizza.
TFW, son
Pizza.
gives me a hug.
Yeah.
But I would read it as the fuck woman, son give me a hug.
The fuck woman, where's my pizza?
The fuck woman, we had sex.
It's like you had sex. I don't consider that sex.
It changes the meaning completely.
It does actually.
It does. Because one is like demanding sex and one is saying, oh, that feeling when we had sex.
The one is demanding
yeah, the
sex.
fuck woman having sex.
All right, how about this? Sip tea. I think that one actually, I'm not lying, that made no sense.
Sip tea, as in drink tea?
As an Asian, that's very confusing for us, guys. It just means like, we'll literally be like, oh yeah, we can sip tea. Yes.
Does
Not
that
bubble
just mean
tea.
chat? Use it in a sentence. Use it in a sentence. Less ums.
Shit. I see that they're fighting, but I'd rather just sip tea.
Mind your own business?
I'm so using this the wrong way.
Does that mean mind your own business?
No, sip. How the fuck do you use this in a sentence? It just means the alternative to spilling the tea, meaning you're sitting back and listening to the gossip rather than partaking in it.
So eavesdropping.
Yeah, but I never, how do I say it? I'd rather sip tea. I guess that's the best way of saying it in a sentence.
I'd rather sip tea.
The fuck?
Does that mean just like eavesdropping and keeping it to yourself as opposed to spilling the tea?
Yeah, guys, first of all, you guys don't sip tea. Actually, I guess they do, right?
Gen
Bubble
Z,
tea?
yeah, Gen Z
Bubble
sips tea.
tea?
Yeah.
You
Gen
guys
Z sips a
gulp
lot.
it. It's more like you gulp that shit.
Gulp the tea.
Yeah, it's fucking, we know what L means. Is L their word? I thought that was our word.
What is L, like a loss?
Yeah,
Take
exactly.
the L?
Yeah, take the L.
Take the L also seems later millennial. Not early millennial, but like later millennial.
It was literally that person that was born in 1996. That last person. That very last person.
The one that wants to be a millennial.
Yeah.
Do you think if someone is born right at the border, depending on which website tells you what gen you are,
Okay.
do you think they would rather be Gen Z or a millennial?
Oh,
as a millennial,
I think
it's us, but
yeah, we could be fucking biased.
very biased.
Very fucking biased.
Or would they rather be called Gen Z because they're cooler, they're more hip with it,
But you guys,
but they're more poor. But they're more poor.
That was the biggest copy. I was like, but you're homeless. You guys can't eat peaches. Refer back to our last episode to understand that reference. But yeah, they'll be like, what are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I think I say bro a lot now. I catch myself saying bro a lot because they use bro a lot. Even girls, when I conversate with them or when I'm trying to date them.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Your lexicon when you conversate with them.
Conversate with them.
I also realized just now, because we're talking about words and I'm paying more attention to what we're saying.
Okay.
That we say certain things weird. So instead of saying I talk with girls, you say I conversate with girls.
I conversate.
Which is it's trying to be sophisticated, but
it is sophisticated.
But you can just say when I talk with women.
When I talk with females.
When I conversate with women.
When I conversate.
Okay, but sorry to cut you off.
Oh, sorry.
That just caught me off guard.
It's just weird because then some of the girls, I'm like, oh, it's like really like we're talking sexy and it's romantic. And then something, silly would happen.
Wait,
right?
This is foreplay?
No, it's not. I don't consider foreplay, but it's just weird when the girl tells me, it's like, yo, isn't that funny, bro? I'm like, Trevor? Is that you, dude? I was like, oh, I didn't know.
Let me check the Adam's apple right now.
Yeah. Oh, let me
feel your throat.
Yeah. Let me feel your throat. And yeah, that's the only thing that catches me off guard. I feel like people are using bro a lot more. And I think bro is just like kind of like, damn, that's a funny situation or something. I don't know.
Or maybe they're just saying it ironically just to like mock you.
Right. Next one we're going to use, it's a little acronym. IYKYK.
Okay, hold on a sec. My brain, I probably need a pencil and a pad.
Lingjie's using his keypad.
KYK.
Yeah. This one I actually figured out.
Oh, if you know, you know.
There you go. Bingo.
That one I've seen enough. If you know, you know.
Hits different. And this does not mean
Yo.
This does not mean abuse.
Hold on a sec. I actually hear that a lot.
Oh, you don't know what it means?
No, I hear that a lot and I know what it means.
Okay.
Because there's a couple other podcasts about anime. Once again, everything I know is about anime or like weeb culture.
Bet.
So like when they talk about certain things, they're like, oh, this hits different. As in like, it's better, right? So when they watch, let's say a certain anime, like, oh, this anime hits different. As in like, it's very good, right?
Yes.
It's good. It hits in the feels.
It hits.
In the correct spot.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's a positive thing.
I would say so, yeah.
To say like, oh, Ben, you made this steak. It hits different.
Yeah, right. It's like, yo, bet, bro. This shit is lit. I like it, yo.
So it hits different just as a way of saying that something is very good.
This one might be one of the newer ones I think we've been hearing. Lingjie, what does it mean when you are main character?
Oh, main character energy.
Yes.
Yes, I've heard that before.
I'm sure that one you could definitely apply in a lot of animes.
Is that also negative to say like you're also very cocky?
Actually, that's a good point, man. Let me use the real Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. Main character. This is a phrase used to describe someone who is generally well-liked and charismatic. It can also be used to describe someone when they're making a scene, but not necessarily in a bad way. But I also thought that if you're the main character, you could still be, because, it's like the protagonist.
Right.
And sometimes when you're watching a movie, the protagonist is actually the villain. You just don't know it.
Right.
So I agree with you on that part. I think you can use it. But then can't you say like evil character or bad guy
character energy?
Yeah, right? Kind of.
But like main character energy feels like it's a good thing. You're talking about being more confident.
Right.
Being comfortable in your own skin, not bowing down to others,
yes.
which is like very borderline cocky, right?
Right.
Because it's such a fine line between cocky and confidence.
Yes, it does.
It's super because it comes off, even sometimes when you're not trying to be cocky, you're just trying to be
sometimes the main character is cocky.
It is cocky, but I'm trying to say like even when you're not trying to be cocky, when you're just trying to be comfortable in your own skin and be, I guess, talkative like in a party environment or something, you might come off cocky to the other person.
Yes.
So the same exact energy that I'm giving off to two different people. One sees it, oh, this guy is very comfortable in his own skin, and the other one sees it as, oh, this guy is a cocky son of a bitch. The same exact energy just is received differently.
It's like, oh, that guy's giving off douchebag character.
Douchebag energy.
Yeah, villain douchebag.
Main douchebag energy.
Exactly. We'll start that one.
All right, give me a few and then we'll kind of wrap this one up, okay?
Perfect. What does it mean to, I guess these are, they apply the same way, but damn, that podcast slaps.
Oh, that's easy. That podcast is good. It's good.
Yes.
That podcast hits different. That podcast slaps.
Exceptional.
That podcast has main character energy.
I like that. Yeah.
I'm a fan of that podcast.
Yo, I think we can definitely say the word bussin'. Yo,
Wait, what?
bussin'.
I actually don't know this. Is this a common one that I don't know?
It means also the same thing. It slaps. It's pretty much the same thing.
It's bussin'?
It's bussin', bro.
Is that when you're bussing tables?
No, bro.
Is it BUSSING?
It's a quirky word used to when you taste something delicious. So if you eat something like, man, this whiskey, bussin'.
I don't think anyone says that. No one drinks a nice scotch and says, oh, this. Actually, you could say it hits different.
It slaps.
It slaps. And they got the pinky up in the air. It slaps.
Exceptional.
Certain things don't mix well together. You can't be having like a nice bottle of like of red wine and be saying this hits different.
This whiskey, it's kind of sus. Lingjie, what is sus? Sus? Some of these words, you guys are just lazy.
I know, right?
That's why I just realized, like, yo, instead of saying, I bet just that person that thought of Riz, they couldn't spell charismatic. They probably spelled like chromatic or like camera or I don't know, kimchi. I don't know. And then you were like, yo, it's just Riz, bro. And then they did the Z part to make it sound cool.
Yeah, like AZN.
That's probably the best word that Gen Zers use because like not
Riz.
only is it like, it makes a lot of sense. It is actually efficient, but then you twisted it with the Z's. I was like, yo, that's actually kind of its own new thing. But everything else, you guys are fucking lazy, bro.
It does.
Sus.
What's the thing when you just try to be different for the sake of being different?
Right? Loser? I don't know.
Poor?
Oh my God.
That's the only thing that we know about Gen Z.
Holy shit, dude. We're going to lose a lot of people on this episode.
Do we have a lot of Gen Z listeners?
I think
I don't think there's any 12-year-olds listening. 12 to 24-year-olds or 20, like early to mid 20s.
If you're 12 years old listening to podcasts, stop. Go play Pokemon.
Yeah,
right
go
now.
play Pokemon with my son. He'll love it.
There you go.
All right, Ben, give me me like two good ones and then we'll wrap it up.
What's guap? Yo, Lingjie, you have mad guap, so.
Is that what they charge you extra for at Chipotle?
That's guac.
That's guac.
But this is technically a word that was based off guac. So what does it mean when you have a lot of guac? Think about the color of guac.
Extra charges in your life?
I just love saying guac.
Wait, is it guap with a P or guap?
It's guap with a P, but then we used to say guac with a C.
GAUP?
Yeah.
I've never heard this before. All right, just use it in a sentence once. I love making you use things in sentences because your brain, it
crashes.
you look like you're Ben's face when he's trying to.
My eyes like I start blacking out.
So squinty.
I see lights. I see a bright light ahead of me. Let's see. Oh, I got it. Lingjie, this whiskey must cost a lot of guap.
Oh, it's just something that's expensive.
Exactly.
Why can't you just say it's expensive?
I don't know.
You know why? Because they don't have money.
Hey, don't blame me. I'm from Gen Z. Don't blame me.
They can't afford expensive things.
Yeah, that's it. This one makes no fucking sense, I think. And I saw this shit. Thank God this one died, I think. What is the definition of smol? SMOL.
SMOL.
It's not an acronym, by the way, which I thought it was.
Is it withering away?
No.
Is it becoming less popular?
No.
All right, Ben, my favorite new question. Use it in a sentence, please.
What's it? I hooked up with that girl last night, but she said my package was small. I think that's how I use this. So, yo, Gen Zers, please. I have no idea if I'm applying this properly. So what do you think that means?
You sure it wasn't mid?
Not swole. Not swole.
Yeah, small.
Not swole. I thought it was swole too. It's small. This one is stupid, guys.
Is this made by a Jewish person?
No.
Small.
Mr. Rubenstein, can you?
Can you come back and explain small?
That matzah is very small.
Oy vey, what's the meaning?
Oy vey, something that is small, and in most cases, exceptionally adorable. So, I guess Pokemon? Or my package down there? That's kind of what it is. Yeah.
It means small, SMOL, means something small and adorable.
Yeah, that's all it means. So I guess like a puppy or your kid that just popped out.
I guess that kind of makes sense because if you want to say something is small and adorable, you could...
How's that a combination of small and adorable?
I don't know. Maybe someone mispronounced the word small.
Right? It doesn't even sound like a good word.
And it kind of does sound like swole.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're getting swole at the gym. You go to the gym and you're getting swole.
Yo, your baby's getting really swole there. Like, what's that like? Was pushing 2 plates? What's going on there? I think we'll make this the last one.
Okay, fine.
Or these last two, and I think crashed. But it's okay. I don't need it. What is the definition of goat?
Oh, that's easy. Greatest of all time.
Bingo. There you go.
Is that Gen Z thing?
Apparently that is.
I think that's very similar to what I said about cancel culture. Not that it's their term. It's just that it
That's
gained popularity over the past couple of years. Cancel
Right.
culture and the GOAT thing, it gained popularity.
So yeah, I guess one more to send off. What does it mean to clap back, Lingjie?
Oh, that means just to talk back. Fight back.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's not SCD. It's not that.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not that. But yeah, how did you feel about today's episode?
I felt that you moderating was kind of good,
Okay, thank you.
and you reading stuff was once again very difficult.
Yes, I can't read, guys.
You can't re-guide.
No.
And you need to learn to think quietly.
That's why when emojis were invented, it saved my life. But yes, I gotta do that more. Silent thinking.
Of all of these mediocre terms,
Finna.
which one do you think? Okay, two of them. Which one do you think you will actually use, and which one do you think is ridiculous? And I will start first. I still think finna makes zero fucking sense.
Yeah, but
I can't even use it in a sentence without pausing, thinking, and repeating. It doesn't make any sense.
You have to stop everything you're doing. Like you could be doing the dishes and you're talking to your wife. When you use this word finna. And you put everything in your sponge, right? All that. And it's like, I'm finna to school. I still don't know how to use it. I have no confidence using it.
The one term I might use more that I kind of get now is it hits different. Because I actually have heard that a lot of times. I get what it means.
Yeah.
I would rather say it hits different.
Yo, I'm gonna just slap our friend. Just be like, yo, that slaps.
I slap different.
Yo, that slaps, bro.
Slaps different. All right, Ben, what's your least favorite, and which one might you use often in real life?
What's it? Oh, swole. Swole's I hate that word.
Swole. No, small.
There's see, I really fucked up. Small, I absolutely hate.
Okay.
Again, I don't know what it means. It's not a combination of cute and adorable or small and adorable.
Smooty?
Smooty.
Smooty makes sense.
Smooty.
Or
we could.
Small.
That sounds like a STD again. It needs a vaccine.
And which one might you actually use often?
I feel like I've been using sus, mid, slaps, claps. Have I been using claps?
I don't think you
slaps?
use claps.
Yeah, I don't use claps.
I've never heard you say it slaps.
I think I've been using the word sus a lot now.
Sus, yeah, I've heard you heard.
Yes.
Mid, we've both been saying very often.
Yes. Chlamydia. I mean, clap back.
Clap back.
Yes. I think that one, we have.
All right, guys, let us know in the comment section, or you can DM us. Let us know if we were completely wrong. Most importantly,
yes,
two things. If you're a Gen Zer and you can explain better finna, please do.
Yes.
Maybe I'm just hating on it incorrectly. And number one, if you're one of the people from, what is this, the greatest generation? What is this generation that's really old? The greatest generation up to 1924, please say hi to us. I don't know how you can say hi to us because you probably don't know how social media works.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're on our favorite part of the whole podcast. Woo! Even the miscellaneous episodes, we're going to do our favorite part. This is ranting and raving, where we like to bitch about something negative happening in our lives or rave about something good, completely unrelated to anything. Ben, what do you have this week?
I was going to say, I just said the word
You were going to say
Doing Zoom interviews is really weird. I realized how, like,
disconnected.
Detached. Yeah. And I remember I had this one interview, right? And I really wanted this job. But the Wi-Fi was so spotty.
Your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. No, it wasn't my Wi-Fi. It just wasn't working. It was a place I used Wi-Fi because it's a really nice coffee shop.
But the bad signal was on your end, not their end.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to just assume it was my side. And I remember it's so awkward because I'm like, oh, man, I don't think he heard my joke. So I'm like, let me reenact this or say the same joke again.
Did you?
And then I would. And then I'm like, okay, maybe this joke just really sucks because he had no reaction.
So you said the same shitty joke during the interview twice.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, I feel like an NPC. This is not main character energy, bro. So I felt really bad, and I realized how different it is when you're being the one that's giving the interview and just being the interview. So
yeah.
I realized like how much more nerve-wracking it is, especially on a Zoom. But
I feel that Zoom would be less nerve-wracking because in theory, if you're a nervous person and you need some, like, you could play with your hands on the side.
That sounds so wrong. Like under the table. I'm glad you didn't say, you said to the side, not under the table. It's like, oh, is there an earthquake back there? Huh?
You could play with something else on the side too, right? If just to release your nerves. I feel and Zoom interview or a video interview is better for someone that is naturally more nervous in person.
I was pretty nervous. I don't know. I was pretty fucking nervous because of that shit. But
plus the fact that I think for people that, let's say, spend a whole day or half a day getting ready, taking transportation, going somewhere, and then they bombed the interview, or they didn't have a chance because there was other much more well-qualified candidates, it just wastes less of your time. You know what I mean? Because I feel bad sometimes. In the past, when I used to do the interviews and people would come in, and they're clearly not qualified, right? But then you have to go through the interview anyways, and then they leave.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, oh, this person wasted half their day for this. And I feel kind of bad because even they understand after the interview that they're not going to get the job.
Lingjie's pretty much saying, is like, I could save you guys so much time for when you need to get depressed and start drinking your problems away.
Yeah, you could go straight.
You've totally bombed that.
You could go straight from masturbating to having like a drink right away.
Yeah, don't masturbate on the train on your way home. You could just do it right in the convenience of your home. But yeah, that's the thing. I always realized it's the same thing when we do like interviews for guests.
Yeah,
I feel like it's the same feeling. It doesn't feel as organic or natural. You can't pick up on the little, social cues.
Micro nuances, micro expression.
Micro nuances.
It's the same thing when we try to do, or the few times we try to do this podcast via the internet.
Yeah.
Forget about the bad, shitty Wi-Fi you have. Just the fact that there is this micro delay and I can't see your micro reactions.
Or my micro penis. I thought that's where you're going. I was like, oh, he's not waving down there. I was like, oh, okay.
Good punchline.
Thank you.
All right, this week I got. What do I got?
What do I got?
I've been doing this thing recently where whenever I have to go poop, I will literally wait until the very last second.
Oh, like you're clutching that shit. It's like the Dune monster coming out the sand.
I'm all about efficiency, so I feel like if I literally wait till I'm at the very edge, when I actually go to the toilet and do my business, I waste the least amount of time.
I just picture you like having like an invention where there's like a hole in your bed.
Yeah.
So you can shit in your sleep. It's like, dude, by sleeping and shitting, I literally saved, I did the math. I added 8 more years to my life. I'll be like, holy shit, that's actually a lot of time.
This sounds crazy, but think about this. How much or how many times has it been where you think you need to have
the poop scare? The poop scare.
You go there, you sit down, you spend who knows how much time waiting for the poop to get to the edge.
48 minutes.
You're going to get hemorrhoids that way, but you shouldn't sit for that long.
Yes.
So I'm like, if I know I'm going to poop, right, I would just do other things. And when I'm at the edge, very, very at the edge, of course.
At the edge.
You have
to, edging.
When it's edging. You have, when it's crowning, like, like you're giving birth.
The groundhog is just peeping his little head out.
As long as you're near a bathroom, this is a good technique because I end up going to the bathroom. I'm there for just a minute or two and I'm done. I don't waste so much time.
Lingjie's technique is when it's about to come out, he fingers his butt and it just comes out.
Am I crazy? I think this is okay.
No, it's
because I know myself when I go
a little dangerous. It's risque.
Yes.
That's all it is.
It is risky
because you could have a lot of brown spots on your favorite shorts.
I'm just trying to waste the least amount of time on the toilet because people now with their phones and everything.
Well,
spend so much time on the toilet.
Do you remember? Did you ever have a situation where because of that kind of thing, right? Like you're like, oh, it's gonna be a fart. Like you kind of know your own body at this point. You're like, yeah, it's gonna be a little fart, and you're like, oh, it turned into a little short. Look at that.
Nope, never had one of those.
Oh, okay, all right. This is gonna be the conclusion to our episode. There.
Try my technique next time, okay? But
I'm gonna short. That's what's gonna happen when I do it.
Just gonna shit your pants.
I'm like, yo, I took your advice. I did it. I need a new pair of pants now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening on today's episode.
I still do the outros.
Oh, just kidding. Fucking guy. All right, take it away, Lingjie.
You can do the outros. Go.
Oh, no, fuck you. No, we just want to say it was kind of a blast. It was a little weird doing it. It felt like we're doing the podcast all over again.
It's a new format.
Yes.
I think also you will get used to moderating.
Yes, I was going to say, thank you for saying I did.
You'll get used to leading the conversation, moderating a little bit. So I think it's okay. It's good practice for you.
It didn't slap. It was mid.
It was pretty mid, but I hope you guys are okay with this thing. Like I said, we're testing out different things. We're going to take this one final episode every month just to test out different things.
Like the pooping.
Just imagine you had to poop. You start the podcast recording. And you just have to wait through the entire thing.
It'd be weird if like one comment was like, "Oh, when I listen to the Worst Asian Podcast, it helps me poop.
It helps me shit."
Yeah, maybe give it that a try, guys. You know.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with our bullshit today.
Yes.
Give us some constructive criticism and feedback. Really, for once, I do want to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the same energy that we normally bring onto the Asian topics, just trying to bring that into like a non-Asian thing because it also acts as like a like a mental split from everything, like a break, sort of.
A mental escape, even.
Not to say that the other stuff is bad or it's good. That's still our core topics. I just want to try something new. Really, let us know what you think about this. We're not always going to do like this particular type of topic, but it is going to be a non-Asian thing.
I would say a lot of it's also thank you to the listeners out there, especially the non-Asian listeners. We've been getting a lot of you guys, and it's been really, really great because sometimes when I hear your opinions about this stuff, it actually means a little more. That sounds kind of like reverse racism. That's like saying like, if you're Asian, I'm not
positive racism. Is that positive racism?
Positive racism. Thank you. And I just want to say like, thank you for giving actual critical feedback, because a lot of them will approach it like, yeah, I just really think it's cool what you guys are doing, and that it's able to bridge the gap between all cultures.
Yeah.
And it's not just Asian thing. And when I hear that, I'm like, yo, that's really, really awesome, because that means we're not that shitty, you know? And
no, we're still kind of shitty.
We are shitty, but you know, mankind isn't shitty.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to say.
There you go.
Boom.
Also, if you have ideas for this miscellaneous topic, please shoot us a DM. Ben will try to take a screenshot and then write it into our group chat.
I will use emojis. Because I can't read.
Cap, fire. Fire. Mid.
Eggplant.
Finna.
Peach.
I'm a finna the bathroom right now, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. Follow us on all the social medias at Worst Asian Pod on Instagram, TikTok. Follow us on YouTube. Once again, I'm wearing a very amazing shirt today. So in case you're only listening to this on Apple or Spotify, audio only, feel free to pause on the side of the road, pull up YouTube and see how amazing this shirt looks.
It's fucking fire.
Because I'm only gonna wear these kind of button downs for these miscellaneous episodes from now on.
Lingjie's like trying to give a little clavage down there.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Adios.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Peace.